Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Bird sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. But first down, Hurts. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 65 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got room. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they... Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with 1 on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march up.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nifty move.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. It's a second down run with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. Rolling to his left. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to about the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Marcus Epps in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. .13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Out to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And some room to maneuver. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
An inside give to Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rodgers throwing here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So it's all over.